Time to talk sports here on AM Show. I'm Benedict Tools. It's always a pleasure joining you on this platform. In our very first story this morning, the Ghana FA has by close of day today to report to CAF their decision with regards to the strategies they intend to apply to finalize their competitions, be it through completion or annulment. Now, Joado, a former international relations manager at Accra Hearts of Oak, wants the FA to take the best decision.
It's a double-edged sword because you cancel the league. Those who have invested so much, especially the club owners. Look, when I was playing, I didn't really care about the club owners. But then when I came to be an administrator to work for Hearts of Oak and Brecum Chelsea, I saw what the club owners go through. And for all that money spent, you can't just say let's cancel the league just because. It's very difficult. Also, you can't just say let's play the league. There's a pandemic, so something has to be done. But it's a double-edged sword, and I think that's why the FA president is there, the football administrator is there. That's their job to decide. For me personally, I think health is more important than entertainment, but that's my take. It might be different on somebody else. I think the pandemic has opened our eyes to so many things, and if lives could be saved by us not playing, then so be it.
Okay.
But it's a double-edged sword. It's very difficult.
All right, so former Ghana defender Joado is speaking on what the Football Association must do, and he says that decision should be left to the FA, and of course, it should be left to the Football Association. So let's go live and speak to Henry Asante, who is Communications Director of the GFA. Good morning, my brother. Now, the FA has, have you taken any decision on whether the league will go on and when that is going to happen?
Good morning, Benedict.
Yes, good morning.
The simple answer to your question is no.
Okay.
We haven't taken any decision.
But you have by close of day to report to CAF, so what are you going to tell them?
Well, the communique that came from CAF was not instructive.
Okay.
It wasn't binding. CAF said, we would appreciate if you get back to us by 5th May.
Okay.
That means we can send a situational report to CAF, give them an update as to what is currently happening in Ghana. Because you remember that when FIFA President Gianni Infantino spoke to the football world about 3 weeks ago, he mentioned that we should respect local protocols and deal with our respective governments.
Exactly.
So as we speak, the Ghana Football Association has been in dialogue with the government of Ghana. We have constantly held meetings with the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service. We want to respect their advice. We want to respect their directives. So it will be difficult for us to do something that is not, that is directly opposite what they have been telling us. So in that vein, we await the presidency, the health ministry and the ministry and the Ghana Health Service to advise as regards the way forward for the country as a whole.
Okay.
Because the decision we took to close down the FA and to suspend football activities was purely based on their advice. So we cannot take a decision without them. That is where we are at this particular moment.
Okay. I know from last week, I mean, you engaged your members, the clubs, and on Zoom. Did any of these clubs express, their views on whether the league should be cancelled, or we wait for government, as you've mentioned, and the protocols to see if we can go ahead?
Yes, it's one of the issues that came up in our deliberations with these clubs. Some of them feel we should suspend the league. I can count, hands that were raised during the interaction with these clubs. Most of these clubs feel it is not conducive enough. And they have also been preaching safety. They have been talking about the fact that we must take precaution. So some feel we should cancel the league, truncate the league. Others feel we should give ourselves some time to see if things would improve in the coming days. At the end of the day, the powers vested in the Executive Council supersede their independent views or opinions.
All right.
So the General Secretary, I remember, told them that all their concerns would be forwarded to the Executive Council for a decision.
Okay.
But it comes back to the point I raised earlier.
Yeah.
The Executive Council would heed to the advice of the Medical Service, the Ghana Health Service, and then the Ministry of Health. So at the end of the day, we have taken all those concerns into consideration. We summed everything up. Cases have been referred to the Executive Council, but engagements with government are still ongoing.
All right. Bro, thanks so much for your time this morning here on the show. So that was Communications Director of the Football Association, Henry Asante, speaking to me on whether the Football Association will cancel the Ghana Premier League or not. And it's not just the Ghana Premier League. We know we have other leagues here in the country. That's the Division 1, the Women's League as well. And the report that came from CAF